Welcome back, everybody, and wow, it's been a long time since I've done K. But yeah, welcome back to my Let's Play of Super Robot Wars K. Not Alpha Gaiden, K. Yeah, I had to take a little break on that because I originally wanted to get, I think it was a QB Mark II, but I'm not sure if you guys saw, but I kind of messed up there. I thought you had to deploy Camille and Peru. I didn't know it was, what was his name? Judah and Camille, so kind of screwed the pooch in that one. But I think I might just forget about it. I don't need a new unit. I don't even use Peru now. But I guess it would have been nice to have, but again, that whole fight in the beginning with the friggin' stupid ghosts and friggin' enemies and all that bull takes too long. So for now, I think I'll just give up on it. And again, dialogue up the yin yang. You know, it's been a while, so if something looks weird with the video or anything, tell me right away, because again, it's been a long time since I've had to edit down and everything, so this is good practice to get back into the groove of things. So how have y'all been? You been good? I hope you guys have been better. I have a load of stories. This whole week, nothing but a lot of weird shit has been going on. And, let's see. Of course, this is happening. 5 guesses who we're gonna see! Some of my favorites. I love that turtle. And I love these old guys. They freaking awesome. And the music's just amazing. And then Dan. What's funny, though, is that, in my car, I have the theme song for the Eldorado. And the funny thing is that when I played it, it actually got my mom into it. And she is like, why do you watch this stuff? This is so stupid. She, like, dislikes, anime for the most part. Because for her, she's got I guess a problem with the Japanese themselves. I'll go into that in another video. But yeah, she's got some dislike for them. For no real reason, to be honest, but hippie stuff is what I'll say, hippie stuff. But anyway, yeah, we're to start Dan over there, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, but what can you do? And those houses will be your best friend in the stage. And you, Bernie, I'm not going to use you as a fighter at all. That you are a better healer than you are a fighter, even though you are pretty good, I'll admit. When it comes to units that can do extra stuff, well, yeah, there's our OG too, I guess, trying to help out. Like, when it comes to units that can, like, help out in a pinch, I honestly say that I don't really rank her up there as the top, for me at least. One of my favorite healers by energy and HP is, of course, Boss Borat from J. Damn, that sucker is freaking awesome. Again, both of those. Who can beat that? And now we're gonna watch these old guys kick some new troop ass. Nameless grunt, prepare to die. No, sorry, my nose has been acting up. Oh, goddamn allergies. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, one of the stories I wanted to tell you was about Sunday night earlier this week. I got a little text from my brother saying that he needed to speak to me. So I went up to his room and everything. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, I need to talk to you. What happened? I can't tell you. Why not? Because I don't want Mom to hear it. I'm like, oh, is it bad? Kind of, but not too bad. I don't know, I thought you got some girl pregnant or something like that. So I'm like, stereotypically, I wouldn't be shocked, but I expect more from him. And it was something along the lines of something you'd see on a daytime TV show is his problem. Because I think it was earlier in that week, apparently, when he was at his dad's house. He was getting along fairly okay with, I guess, his dad's son. And he apparently broke up. The kid's name is Andrew and everything. Broke up with his girlfriend, and little guy got a little curious and tried to find out more about this girl by looking through, I guess it would be his stepbrother's phone. And, of course, you don't really do that, but, again, he does not get along with him at all, and I guess he saw this as a way to get back at him for all the years that kid was being an asshole. But, with an unforeseen consequence that he didn't even think of. The thing is that, of course, these are just kids. I didn't expect anything like this, to be honest. Hell, nothing like this really happened when I was a kid. Like, it happened to one or two people, but again, I didn't give a rat's ass then. Nowadays, when stuff like this happens, I try to help the person in some way, shape, or form. But I don't even like this kid. Again, he's the one that's always had a problem with him, and he also had a problem with me for some reason. I don't even know the kid, and he didn't like me. It's like, dick. Anywho, as the story goes on and everything, he started to fall for the girl. And that's where the lines were drawn and things got hazy. Just for the sheer fact, again, it's not just the fact that he likes her, it's the fact that this girl, I think, lives 3 houses down. So, yeah, he caught them, talking with each other and everything, and, I guess to cut the long story short, they are seeing each other. And it sent the kid Andrew into a freaking rage. And I believe he was crying from the way that my little brother told me it. Because he said that, he acted like he was, hurt all day. And he, I tried to talk to him about it the first day, but he wouldn't let me. He just, when he saw me, avoided me. And I guess that's pretty understandable. But, again, I have no sympathy for this kid. He made his bed, and now he's going to lie in it. The sheer fact that he's been an ass over the years, I guess this is a way for payback, but I don't know. I'm a little biased on this situation because, personally, I don't care if the kid cries. Because apparently he did, and he had to wear glasses all day just to hide his face. And I personally think, come on, dude, what's the point of crying over a girl you just broke up with? You personally said it's over. That must mean you don't care anymore. But I guess he still cared about her and everything. I don't want her to be with my brother. All that BS. And then he actually got so mad, he involved his dad and his mom to try and gang up on my little brother, saying that if that kid Andrew doesn't find a way to calm down within the week, that he was going to have to break up with the girl. And of course that didn't sit over well with him, again, because he doesn't care about him. It's understandable. Kid's been a douche for years. I don't think anybody would care about somebody who's been an asshole to them this whole time. But yeah, that all ensued. That drama went on almost all week. It's like Friday now, but again, tomorrow he's got to confront it all. Which, again, I wish it wasn't happening, but times are a lot different for my brother. Especially because now this is his first year of, high school and all that. He's got to get used to that sort of drama, and he's putting himself in that drama is what makes it worse. Again, I wish he didn't have to deal with this. I don't think no kid at that age should have to learn about girlfriends and the man code and all that. I mean, you learn about that stuff when you're a man. But, again, when it comes to me and him, there are some fundamental differences between us. Like, for one thing, he's exceptionally smart. Again, this kid, wow, his intelligence level was way above mine at that age. But, again, I subscribe to the, well, it's not really a theory, it's a fact in this case, that no matter how smart you are essentially retarded. You lack common decency, which is very true in his case. And again, he's blessed with, having a lot of knowledge, but he cannot use it for his own sake without looking like a damn retard. I love my brother, but again, common sense is not his strong point. that's one thing he's constantly failed on. When the obvious answer is right there, which is the obvious right and wrong, he can't do that. He can't make the proper choice. What a normal person would choose. He instead tries to go against the grain, and it never ends up working. Again, right now he's still at that rebellious stage in his life. I'm not sure how many teenagers, well, it's kind of statistically, every teen does it for the most part. But honestly, I don't think I ever did. What did I have to rebel against? Again, my mom and dad pissed me off, but again, that's their mom and dad. I don't think they're meant to, constantly make me happy. They have to provide some sort of good cop, bad cop thing. So for me, it was like, oh well. Again, it was nothing too drastically changed. Again, for me, that was the normal, but for him, yeah, special treatment. Since he was I still subscribe to the theory also that all parents have a favorite. Moms and dads, they're not supposed to, but they do. They have favorites, just like everybody else. Like, we've all had, like, our favorite, parents. Like, some of us preferred our moms to our dads, or our dads to our moms. And that's understandably so. Again, for me, for the longest time, it was my dad, but in the past few years, things have changed a slight bit. Doesn't mean I don't love him, but it's just that things are a little bit different. Different circumstances. And besides that, getting out of the point. That was the whole, like, big thing for this whole week, and then it was about a few days ago, he actually tried to get some help on his side, and talked to mom, and yeah, she heard it and kind of flipped, because again, she subscribes to the theory that no kid should ever be learning this stuff until they become 21. That's her magic number for everything. Like in my household, since I was a little kid, you don't get an opinion in anything until you're 21. Until you're 21, you're not allowed to, cash in your 2 cents. You keep it until you're 21. Again, only after then you've accumulated enough life experience to have an opinion. Again, it was something I was told my whole life, and it annoyed the hell out of me. So that's one thing I don't really tell my little brother, because again, I want him to have a different experience than what I had. Again, the upbringing that I had when I was little was I'm not sure what you'd really call it, but if you did something bad, you get smacked. That's what you got. That's how you know not to do it again. And that was not applied to these younger kids here. Again, I think it would have fixed some of the problems, right off the bat, so then we wouldn't have to worry about it down the line, but no. New age parenting. You don't smack your child. You discipline them verbally. Now, if my mom disciplined me verbally, honestly, I kind of laughed it off. The only person that disciplined me verbally a few times and really scared me shitless was my dad. When he yells, I swear to God, it's like the ground shaking, the sky gets dark. Again, when he yells, ooh, you can hear it. And you know he's pissed. And that's why I traditionally try to keep my dad pleased, because I do not want to deal with him when he's pissed off. Again, everybody else deals with him like that, but I'm the one that's trying to make sure that there's some semblance of peace. Oh, yes, Guy King, please critical kill. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just distracting myself from the game entirely. Again, it's just been an eventful week. And that whole thing was just the ice cream topping for what's happened. Again, that whole thing with my little brother's been going on the whole weekend. Like, every day I've had to deal with some aspect of it, even though it has nothing to do with me. Because, again, he's worried on what to do, because the little brat is saying, this is some effed up crap, this is, I think, like, his, post on Facebook that kind of made my little brother laugh was like, this is some Jersey Shore shit going down. I don't even really know what Jersey Shore is. I've just heard and seen little bits of it, because my sisters love it, and honestly, I can't say I like it. I don't think, there's no way I could lie to everybody and say, this is an amazing show. I think I'll watch it. No. That's something I will absolutely not see myself watch. It's just not for me. I don't like those kind of shows. I like shows have story, that have plot and all that stuff. There's a beginning, there's a middle, there's a clear-cut end. Again, it's not my cup of tea. But anyway, yeah. Again, little guy doesn't know what to do, so I'm trying to help him out as best as I can. We're fundamentally different when it comes to life itself. But again, I'm always willing to help him. Again, I haven't had to deal with something like this at that age. I deal with something like that when I got towards the end of high school, not the first week. Again, one other difference between us is the fact that he's actually continuing his football career into high school. So I'm assuming I'm chalking this up to more of the, stereotypical high school experience as a football player. You know, you gotta be the ladies' man and stuff like that. But I worry because I agree to stereotypes for a bit. I guess a degree. At least a funny degree. But yeah, again, that was just, it began Sunday, went on until, I think, about yesterday. And I don't think, Mom's too pleased. If I remember, one of the things is that she actually wants to meet this girl, and I'm like, we have her screwed. Because from what he told me, this girl is kind of, a little bit damaged when it comes to the, I guess would be what's in the apartment upstairs. Apparently a lot of family drama going on with her, and I'm like, well, it's to be expected. Again, we're not exactly living in a simpler time. No. And I'm like, come on, if she chose to go out with a little douchebag, then you gotta expect that she's got some pretty odd taste in men in general. Even as a little teenage girl. Again, I just find this stuff kind of hilarious at the same time, but I also find it a little sad. Let's see. You know, I have some other stuff I want to talk about, but I'll probably save that for the next video. Again, because, I'm probably going to finish this chapter today. Yeah. And again, gotta keep more fuel to talk about. Let's get back to this game. Again, oh my god, it's been way too long for this game. Honestly, for the past few days, I've been playing Z2 up the butt. Almost beat it. I'm on stage 49 or 50. So far it's been a week and 2 days since I first got it and beating it. I'm like, this is the fastest I've beaten any Super Robot Wars game. Considering Jay took me like a month, you know, just playing on and off. And I'm like, yes! I'm like, alright, this shouldn't be too bad. Again, it just feels weird going from that battle system to this. I realize how much I really, really don't like the battle system in this, like the whole grouping thing. Again, it just makes it unnecessarily complicated with how many enemies you got, and yeah. I mean, I still like the game and all, but fucking hell. Damn it! Oh, crap. Now one of his freaking power-ups activated. Come on, finish the job and kill the sucker. But yeah. And also, I'm kind of used to overpowered super units right now, who can take a beating. Yeah, sorry, my nose. But in that game alone, let's see. I think I went full upgrade on Big O. Of course, Shin Mazinger Z. Let's see. Dagard. And again, Dagard and Z were the first two units that I really heavily powered up. Again, originally I didn't think a lot of Dagard, but damn, that guy's got my respect hardcore. He's one of my favorite units. Let's see, give you some healing, buddy. Good God, Lord knows you need it. You could hurt him, but no. That's something I'll save for later on. Again, love Dagard. Let's see, who else did I fully max out? I know towards the end you got, like, you know, Titan 3 and stuff like that, the originals. Because I heard from Sulfur that the originals in Z, you don't get till way later in the game. So I'm like, wait, who do you get? I looked up on the list, I'm like, Titan 3, Banjo! I'm like, oh, I'm saving money for you. About the, I think the second map that I had Titan 3, I fully maxed him out. It's freaking ridiculous how much money you get in that game. It's I guess it adds a degree of challenge, just the sheer fact that you can actually afford upgrades for once, instead of having to sparingly give them every now and then survive the encounter. Since I choose favorites a lot, by the early beginning, Shin Mazinger had amazing armor, so I could just send him out and he could take the grunt of the attacks himself. But then, of course, he would have to come back because, again, he didn't have amazing armor, but he did, have decent armor nonetheless. So him and my lead Crow, again, those two inseparable. It's funny, not until like about stage 20 or 30, I actually learned a bit more about the subsystem. And I'm like, ah, damn it. If I would have learned that before, things would have been a little simpler. I could have, used it more and gotten my people more PP. Again, I can't say it with a straight face, but get them more PP and stuff like that to help out. I'm like, oh, I feel like such a damn retard. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Goodbye.